Hello and welcome back everybody, happy 2025. Y'all know what you came here for? Let's get into it. Kicking off the collection, as per usual, we have the Super Mario Bros. Wii Set Mario. This plush is about 12 years old and surprisingly has held up pretty decently. Nothing seems to be ripped, these overall strings are somehow still sewed on, and yeah, he's not all too worn out. From that same lineup, we have Luigi, which I won out of a claw machine. I ended up getting this Mario separately, and I got this Luigi on my local boardwalk. Same with Mario, held up decently nice, except still haven't sewed this hole that has been in the back of his head for the last 6 years. Next up, we have the fakest of all fakes, quite possibly one of my most worn out plushes, Peach, or at least what's left of this destroyed mass. I don't think there's a single plush of mine that is less quality than this one. This one didn't even really take any beatings, it just kind of fell apart over time. If I was able to define one plush by Chinese bootleg, this would be the one. Up next, we have Toad from the Super Mario Bros. Wii Set. Held up pretty good. And alongside him, another Goldie Super Mario Bros. Wii Set Toad. Except this one has a few deformities. He's overall wider, his shoes are a slightly different color, I'm pretty sure, and he's got this huge noticeable bulge. No clue what happened with this Toad, but he's part of the same set. Shirts are removable, of course. This one was actually my first one, and I ended up getting this one from Typin at a later date. And to fix some previous mistakes, here we have Mario Party 5 Princess Peach and Mario Party 5 Toad. I ended up getting both of these together off eBay, and they are in pretty good condition. I haven't spotted a single thing wrong with either of these plush. No dirt, no stains, nothing seems to be worn out. They were just overall well taken care of, and I'm glad I was able to purchase them. Up next, we have Yoshi from the All-Star Collection. Pretty nice plush, based off the original Sane design, of course. And along with green Yoshi, I have blue Yoshi, orange Yoshi, red Yoshi, and black Yoshi. I ended up getting these two first, got this one on eBay, and I got these two at Nintendo New York. You'll notice red Yoshi has a bunch of stains on him because my father actually spilled coffee on him many years ago. Then we have my first Yoshis being these keychain Yoshis, starting with green, blue, yellow, red, black, and pink. Again, the mini Yoshis were my first Yoshis, which I got like 12 years ago at this point, and I got the little buddy Yoshis at a later date. Then we have the infamous fake Yoshi, starting with green. The really fat nose, papery shell, ugly all around bad material, falls apart easily, Chinese of the Chinese bootleg Yoshis. There's nothing more Chinese than these bootlegs. Again, starting with green, here's red, orange or brown or coffee kind of, I don't know, black, a big yellow one, a pink Christmas themed Yoshi, a purple Yoshi, otherwise known as Mace Window, and lastly for the Yoshis we have this Yarn Yoshi amiibo for Yoshi's Woolly World on the Wii U. I don't know how they were able to manufacture so many of these amiibos. Up next we have Sane Baby Mario, Sane Baby Luigi, and Karen, Kathy, Deborah, whatever bitchy name you could think of, Sane Baby Peach. Oh my god, I remember distinctly getting these three for like Easter on 2014 or some year like that. I'm not sure how rare these three are. I feel like I've only ever seen them in Mr. Gojira's old videos. And you can't have Baby Mario or Baby Luigi without the common as fuck fakes. I used to have another pair of these fake versions, but I had completely forgot what happened to them. I don't know if I threw them out or what happened, but yeah, these fake versions are just way too common. I used to see them everywhere on YouTube. Next up we have Toadette. I know there's an All-Star Toadette and that this Toadette is probably fake, but honestly I just like this Toadette more. It's probably better sized. I'm pretty sure the All-Star Toadette is like just as tall as Toadsworth over here. And yeah, I just don't like how fat-headed the All-Star one is, so I'm probably never gonna get that one. But yeah, here's Toadsworth as well. I'm pretty sure Toadsworth is fake, but for a fake, he's very, very nice. No qualms I have with the Toadsworth plush. Also, here's his staff that I cut off for some reason. Next up, we have Sane Fire Mario. I'm pleasantly surprised this plush doesn't look dirtier with all the white colored parts. With him, we have the Sane Fire Mario from a newer wave. The material feels a lot smoother and fluffier, but that's probably where the positives end because this one just kind of looks weird compared to the old Fire Mario. Still nice though. And of course you can't have Fire Mario without Fire Luigi. Likewise with Fire Mario, held up pretty decently. Floppy ass legs. Up next we have World of Nintendo Tanuki Mario. I usually don't like the World of Nintendo plush that much, but I actually like this one quite a bit. With him we have fake Fox Luigi with his hat falling off because he's fake and he was made shittily, but alas here he is. And with fake Fox Luigi I got Golden Tanuki Mario from Super Mario 3D Land. I am still very, very impressed that they managed to get a 3D Mario game to work on the DS. Up next we got Cape Mario from the Bam Presto Super Mario World set. Very, very weirdly proportionate plush. Why the hell does it look like that? Keychain or ornament holder or whatever. But yeah, here's Cape Mario. Up next we have fake Flying Squirrel Mario and real Sane Flying Squirrel Luigi. If you can't tell that this is fake, I really don't understand how. You can't have Mario look this stupid and it not be fake, but I have him for some reason. Also, Flying Squirrel Luigi is pretty worn out because he is very old, but again, made by Sane, and The hat fell off, but whatever. And to complete the Super Mario Bros. U crew, we have Flying Squirrel Blue Toad and Flying Squirrel Yellow Toad. Fun fact, I prefer the Blue Toad, and I always have. I was thrilled to see that it returned to 3D World and that Yellow Toad didn't. Yet again, made and distributed by Sane. Here is a larger size of the Goldie Super Mario Bros. Wii set Mario, which I did use in Tross 3 after he ate a mushroom. And here is a World of Nintendo Ice Mario. Kind of a shame that this is the only real official plush of Ice Mario because he looks kind of bad. But alas, the Ice Flower is one of my favorite power-ups, so here it is. Here is a fake Daisy plush, which looks horrifyingly bad. Who in the right mind would manufacture this with this kind of eyes? That means nobody at the entire bootleg corporation thought that this was a bad idea and said let's roll with it. But alas, here is fake Daisy. Funny as fuck though. And with fake Daisy, we have fake Rosalina and a horrendously fake Luma. Oh my god, you could kick a field goal between those eyes. These plush baffle me sometimes at how fucking horribly they're messed up. Here is a very, very fake Frog Mario from Super Mario World. And here's a World of Nintendo Keychain Mario, which he would turn into if he ever ate the mini mushroom. Again, looking at these World of Nintendo plush up close, they are just really fucking ugly. I don't know how this is an official licensed company. Next up, here is Poochie from the Sane collection. I probably should have included Poochie with the Yoshis, but whatever, too late. Nice plush all around. Fluffy material, stickery spots, cotton ball feel and ass tail. And yeah, Poochie. Up next, we have Running Mario from the Super Mario Bros. DS set. Not sure why this is even really a plush, but cool, I guess. Following him, we have Wing Cap Mario from the Super Mario 64 set. His entire body under his neck besides his arms is completely beanbags, which is pretty satisfying. This plush is definitely very worn out, but whatever. I got a used state for a cheap price, so it's all good. He can do most things the others can. He can fly and shit. Up next, we have Banpresto Hammer Mario from the Super Mario Bros. 3 set. Pretty nice. Definitely a really underrated power-up. I don't know why it hasn't ever come back in any of the games yet. Except for that modded version of Super Mario Bros. Wii, of course. That game is goated. Up next, we have Fake Boo Mario and Fake Boo Luigi from Super Mario Galaxy. For fakes, they're not horrible plush, especially since the real version of Boo Mario is like $500 now. And I don't think there ever was an official Boo Luigi, so whatever, it is what it is. To get this out of the way just to save space, here is Mega Crane Game Luigi. Last time I said this was fake, and a bunch of you corrected me that it's not and that it's official in the comments, so thanks for that, I guess. And yeah, here he is. He is a mammoth fucking plush. One of my biggest of all time. And yeah, here go Mega Luigi. Next up, we have Cat Mario and Cat Luigi. Two very, very nice plush. Yet again from the Sane collection. Super Mario 3D World is one of my favorite games of all time. I absolutely could not glaze that game enough. I know it's simple compared to the other 3D Mario games, but the linear level-based format I always thought was better. And plus, it's the only 3D Mario game to be multiplayer, and everybody knows multiplayer games are just better than solo player. So yeah, I'm very happy to have these two in my collection. Luigi I actually got from my cousin. No wonder such a masterpiece was created after the teams of 3D Land and Galaxy got together to make a beautiful-ass game. And appearing in 3D Land, we have a very worn-out Captain Toad. He is from the Sane collection, and he is licensed, but he is just one of my most worn-out plush of all time. He is just completely fallen apart. Here we have his backpack. With him also came his radish and his super pickaxe, or whatever it's called. On the plush, it didn't even have eyes. I had to add eyes onto it with Sharpie because I was pissed that it didn't have eyes. In the game, it does. You're Sane. You're supposed to be accurate. You make high-quality shit. Get your shit together. But yeah, Captain Toad. Up next, we have Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon Luigi. Holy fuck! Yes, this is Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon Luigi, distributed by Sane once more. However, James asked me one day if he could turn this into a dumb version of Luigi, so we took like paint marker or some stupid shit and he drew all over the Luigi and abandoned it never to be seen again. This plush I actually had to find last for the collection because it was buried deep in the shelves over there. But yeah, here he is. Tag. Poltergust 5000. Here's World of Nintendo Penguin Mario, literally just the Ice Flower power-up, but better. No clue why he has basically the same powers as Ice Mario, but he can just slide on his belly and maybe do one other thing if I can't remember at the moment. Kinda feels like they just added him last in the game and gave him the same powers as Ice Mario to save time. Still one of my favorite power-ups though. Here is a bootleg Cappy plush, which I got around the time Odyssey came out. At the time, there was no official Cappy plush, and this was the only thing on eBay, so I picked it up. Nice for a fake. Alongside fake Cappy, here is a fake Wedding Mario. Of course, this was an attempt to get the real one, but honestly, if it weren't for Mario's face, this isn't too bad a plush. The material is glossy, it's nice, they got these gold bead things or whatever. Even though it's bootleg, they definitely put effort into the plush. But yeah, here you go, Wedding Mario. Next, here is a bootleg Elephant Mario. I saw the Sane plush, I saw the bootleg plush. I swear to God, I thought this one was the real one, because I just thought it looked better. On the Sane one, the face looked like really fat or something. I don't know, I just didn't think it actually looked like Elephant Mario from the game. So I ended up picking up this one. Call me stupid, call me crazy. Oh well, I like this one better. Here he is in all of his roundness. Next up, we have the Santa Talking Flower. This one, unlike Elf and Mario, actually is official, and yes, you can stick your fingers inside of his mouth. But yeah, here he is. Nice to hold, satisfying. And in the back, after you open this Velcro, he has a voice box thing with lines. Except there's one little problem. Can you spot the problem? Yeah, I got these like basically before they even launched, so they ended up giving me the Japanese one. If you're watching right now and you're one of those people who disabled the talking flower because it's annoying,
onward and upward.
Well, I understand, but you're a bitch. And lastly, for Wonder, we have Drill Mario. Yet another bootleg, but this one is actually really nice. Looks great all around. Coloring is accurate, nicer size. They even put cardboard in his feet for some reason, I don't know why. I remember when watching the Wonder trailer in the Direct, I thought this was going to be my favorite power-up from the new game. And I also thought the bubble flower was going to be weak as hell, but nah, it actually wasn't. But yeah, here you go, Drill Man. Next up, from Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door, we have Goombella. This is a bootleg, but bootleg is too harsh of a term for a nice plush like these. I'm just going to call these ones unofficial. Embroidered face, good material, and it's the same unlicensed company that made the Drill Mario. Following Goombella, we have Koops, nicely done, embroidered shell. Then we have the nameable Yoshi that you hatch in World 3. Definitely one of my favorite characters in the game. And last but not least, we have Vivian. Overall, these four are really nice for bootlegs, and I'm glad to have them. Next up, we have Santa Maker Mario. Yet again, one of my favorite games of all time. This is definitely one of the games on the Wii U that I had the most hours on. Same with Nintendo Switch. I really couldn't believe my eyes when Mario Maker was announced. I was enthralled, bro. I was having a blast with that game non-stop. And to have this plush in my collection is a constant reminder of all the good times I had in that game. I had entire new Super Mario Bros. Games worth of content in my Mario Maker CD. And the detail on this Mario plush is also very, very nice. Belt, hammer, tool holders, tag, and yeah, very, very nice. God bless you, Mario Maker. Also from Mario Maker, we have custom Mr. Eraser and the custom Patrick from Mario Maker 2. Starting with Mr. Eraser, this is literally made from a bunch of blue felt pieces hot glued together. He's flat in the game, it's fine here. But yeah, Mr. Eraser. And of course, you're probably all familiar with Patrick as he's appeared numerous times in BFMI. This was made from a World of Nintendo brick block keychain, which I got from Nintendo New York a few years back. But yeah, nice. Up next we have Luigi from Luigi's Mansion 3. I was given a Goldie Luigi from the Super Mario Bros. Wii set from my cousin, and I decided fuck it, Luigi's Mansion 3 was right around the corner, so I made Luigi using basically one paint marker the entire time. And this is a felt piece hot glued on, but yeah. Also from Mario Sunshine, or better known for Luigi's Mansion at least, here's Egad. He is very tall compared to the normal plush. But yeah, here he is, appearing in Tross 3 and then making a central role in Tross 4. You should go watch that, by the way. He built a giant laser cannon and he It kind of kills like 90-something people. It's pretty cool, you should check it out. From Super Mario 64, we have the Red Bombs, aka the passive ones, the ones that talk to you and activate the cannons for you. And following the Red Bomb, we have the World of Nintendo Metal Mario plush. It's an alright plush, like, of course the material is nice, I like the shine on it, but, you know, just the World of Nintendo Marios always look weird, I don't know why. But we fixed that problem with the Santa Metal Mario, which is easily 10 times better. Just like the other Mario plush hanging out back there, it is nicely sized, it is the right shape, the face doesn't look all deformed and shit, and it still retains that oh so sexy shine. Very, very nice. Tag. Oh, it's the All-Star Collection. We have two more plush before we're done with the good guys section, and here is Geno from Super Mario RPG The Legend of the Seven Stars. One of the most requested characters to get into Smash of all time, yet somehow not getting into Smash Ultimate, despite all the other requested characters getting in, like Ridley, King K. Rool, Banjo, Sora. I really don't understand how he didn't make it into Smash Ultimate, especially with all the love for the other characters getting in. But hey, they need Smash 6 to make money somehow. And the last plush for the passive section is yet another Geno. This time made by the same unofficial company that made the 1000 Year Door plushes and the Elephant Mario. Overall, pretty goddamn nice. It's definitely better size compared to this Geno. I like just basically everything about it. It is really nice all over. The only minor nitpick about this plush that I have is that his face isn't as serious as it's probably supposed to be, but it's whatever. But yeah, here are the Genos. Now let's move on to the items / power-ups. Firstly, we have my first red mushroom, or the super mushroom, or whatever you want to call it. Not sure why this one in particular was sewn to look like it was ready to stab somebody, but whatever. And with this red mushroom came a mini mushroom, a one-up mushroom, an orange mushroom, which I almost turned into the propeller mushroom, and a mega mushroom that is not so mega. Following that, I forgot when I got these, but I got another red mushroom, another mini mushroom, a minier mushroom, or a just bluer mushroom, I guess, another one-up mushroom, another not so mega mushroom, a light pink mushroom, a sort of hotter pink mushroom, a yellow mushroom, a purple mushroom, which I wanted to turn into the poison mushroom, and a black mushroom. Supposedly these ones are Sane licensed, but I can't actually tell if they're fake or not. One mushroom that I have that I know isn't fake, however, is the Super Mario Bros. DS set Mega Mushroom. One of 5 from the DS set. It included this Mega Mushroom, that running Mario up there, and 3 others, which you'll see once we move on to the enemies. But yeah. Next up we have the Fire Flower, which unfortunately lost the leaves at the bottom. And then we have Super Mario Bros. Wii's Ice Flower. And then we have the root of all items, the question mark block. If you'll notice, last time it wasn't really making any sound when I did my previous plush collection. That's not working.
I'm pretty sure I just broke it for good.
Yeah, but I ended up opening the Velcro and just realized that the on switch wasn't on all the way, so now it works. Sort of. Kind of. Oh, I didn't even know it made that sound. But yeah, question mark block by Global Holdings apparently. Next up we have a warp pipe. Pretty nice, fluffy all around, very deep, goes all the way to the end here. But yeah, cool warp pipe. Next up we have a Mochi Mochi green shell keychain from the Mario Kart set, I believe. Yep, Mario Kart set. And you can't have the green shell without the red shell. I actually got the red shell first. I don't remember why that is, but yeah, very nice. Very, very squishy too. You could say these are meant to be stress toys instead of actual keychains. From that same lineup, we have a banana peel. Yet again, Club Mochi Mochi. Pretty nice. Here is a Mario face that had its innards removed and placed elsewhere, which you will see once we get to that point in the video. Up next, we have the Superstar that was used in Shots 3. Was a keychain at one point, but that fell off. Sane. Very, very small too. Even smaller than these mushrooms. Up next, we have the Radish and the Super Pickaxe, which I'm deciding to re-show off because they came with Captain Toad plush, but they're power-ups, so really they should have been in the power-up section, so I decided to re-show them off in the power-up section. Up next, we have a Mario hat with a pair of eyes that came from a different plush, which could easily be used as Cappy, and which I actually did use as Cappy in a deleted Super Mario Odyssey video. But yeah, here you go, Cappy. Still can't believe Mario Odyssey is like 7.5 years old already. Up next, we have the Elephant Apple, or the Elephant Fruit, whatever you prefer. Yet again, made by the unofficial company that made the 1000 Year Door plushes and the Elephant and Drill Mario. Then we get to the licensed official Sane Wonderflower. Very nice plush. Really nice tag. But yeah, here's the Wonder Flower. Up next, we have the 7 Stars from Mario RPG Legend of the 7 Stars. Some of my first ever customs. I don't even know or understand how I even made these back then, but I some way somehow was able to print these weird, like, pictures of the stars onto this weird kind of fabric and sew it together to make this 2D kind of plush. But yeah, I was able to pull it off back then, and I made the 7 Stars from Super Mario RPG. Here they all are. Up next, we have a Club Mochi Mochi Bowser shell. Yet another giant, very squishy pillow plush. I do plan on using the Bowser shell eventually in a Mario Kart episode. Of course, being a not to double dash. But yeah, here's the Bowser shell. On the contrary, here we have a purple shell. Many years ago, this was my attempt at getting a blue shell. I don't even know why the fuck or how the fuck you messed it up badly enough to get a purple shell. You had one job, you just couldn't get the fucking color right. Was every manufacturer of this plush colorblind? But yeah, purple shell, I guess. Attempt 2 at getting a blue shell resulted in this giant pillow blue shell, which is basically the same as the Bowser shell. Yet again, Club Mochi Mochi, underside, from the Mario Kart set, of course. And finally, on attempt 3, I was able to get a small Mario Kart blue shell. Nice and squishy. Stress toy, nice plush like the other 2 Koopa shells. But yeah, I finally have a normal sized blue shell, so a Mario Kart video will come eventually. Bleh. Well, that concludes the power-up category, so let's move on to the enemies. Up first, we got Bowser's main men, his main foot soldiers, the guys on the front lines. Here is Goomba, specifically from the Mario DS set, otherwise known as the Goomba that is seen, like, just everywhere, like the most popular Goomba plush. Very nice. Stickery eyes, satisfying to hold, just overall nice. Up next, we have a Sane Goomba, beanbags in his feet. It's definitely more accurately shaped than the DS set Goomba, but I always like this one more. Plus, these eyebrows sticking up has always been a problem because they'll get bent over and over again, and that is just a bitch to fix. Then there's the All-Star Goomba, All-Star number 12 apparently, yet again with the beanbag. Head is much larger compared to the previous Goombas. Next here's my first Goomba, or a sort of mini Goomba. They don't really look like any of the Goombas from the games, except for, from what I can tell, the ones from Odyssey that are relatively small, but not small enough to be classified as micro Goombas. But yeah, this is just definitely not a normal Goomba. This is a normal Goomba, bro. That ain't a normal Goomba. Albino ass Goomba. Up next we have the Paragoomba. This was my first one, and it is fake. Then we have my second Paragoomba, which is also fake. And finally, here is the All-Star Collection Paragoomba, which is not fake. Number 23, mouth. I'll never understand why they went out of their way to put cardboard in these Goombas' mouths. Very small wings too, and these are only held on by a few threads. I gotta be careful with this one. Up next we have a bootleg Goombrat, which I didn't want to get at first because it doesn't really look like the average Goombrat, plus it's got the scared expression, but I decided to get it anyway. But yeah, here he is. From Super Mario 3D World on the 3DS, we have the Tanuki Goomba. This one was my first one, and then later on I was given this one. I'm still gonna forever be pissed that Tanuki Goombas got plushes but not cat Goombas. Up next here are two World of Nintendo keychain Goombas. Pretty sure I got these at Nintendo New York. Very, very small. And yeah. Up next we have the Sane Macro Goomba, which I also got at Nintendo New York. Very big compared to the average Goomba. Side-by-side comparison. Basically his entire foot is beanbag, which is nice. And yeah, that's Macro Goomba. Last but not least, here's the Super Mario World set Galoomba, manufactured by Victikai. Overall nice, especially for its time. The only thing that's annoying is that the string is only held on in two places, so it kind of comes under the teeth sometimes. More so the right side than the left. But yeah, everything else is here. Keychain, plastic guys, he's cool. Now on to the Koopas. First up, we have the Goldie Super Mario Bros. Wii set Koopa Troopa. This was my third ever Mario plush, which I got in the same crane game that I got the Luigi over there in. He's a little too fat for my liking, but it's whatever. Up next, we have a Global Holdings Koopa Troopa. The official one, not those weird disproportionate ones that are really pale that you'll find online. Got him way back when in like 2013 or 2014. Very short for a plush. Some of you may know him as Calvin. Moving on to one of those weird pale fakes, here is the Red Koopa. I'm not sure if there's ever been an official differently colored Koopa, but alas, here is the red Koopa, side by side. Here is a Sane Paratroopa that is very, very worn out. So you can do all the flying Paratroopa things, like dangle and shit. An oddball out of the Koopa clan, but here is a Caped Koopa by Victikai. Again, the same brand that made the Galoomba hanging out up there. Pretty nice all over. Just don't know why they went with this weird orange color. The Donald Trump of all Koopas. I didn't really notice this earlier, but his face is like really, really disproportionate. Holy fuck, what is that shape? Here we have a very old and very fake Piranha Plant. This guy is probably like 13 years old at this point. This one is just very, very old. Another one of my first. And to correct this atrocity, here's the All-Star Piranha Plant, which I got at Nintendo New York. It's got cardboard and beanbags. There's a lot more detailing on this Piranha Plant. Each spot is embroidered, bendable neck. Nice. Up next, here's a Piranha Plant puppet, which I got at ThinkGeek when they were still in business in my local area. The small variant. It's pretty nice all around. A little strange how he sat on one end and happy on the other end, but I ain't complaining. Up next, we have a unofficial parading Piranha Plant from Super Mario Wonder. You got weird little feet. Definitely one of the best levels in the entire fucking game. First time experiencing that with my brother, that was the most euphoric Mario experience I think I ever had. In all seriousness though, it was really charming and probably one of the best Mario levels of all time. Up next we got these guys. You able to guess which ones are fake? This was my first PD Piranha. Next snapped a long time ago. Then I got this PD Piranha in a bundle of Mario DS set characters. Ended up getting this PD Piranha with another bundle of Mario DS set characters. And I got this other fake PD Piranha from my cousin. 4 whole PDs. To finalize the greenhouse, we have Dino Piranha. One of my first ever Mario plush. Very worn out and had to be resewn multiple times. The introduction boss in Super Mario Galaxy where you had to slap his tail and then make it hit the back of his head. And then here's another Dino Piranha which I got from my cousin. Much better and not ripped in literally every single place you could think of. Also a lot softer. This might be a later release. I don't know if this is a fake or not either, but it's nice. Up next here is Sane Buzzy Beetle. Nice underside. Eyes hiding under the shell. They did everything good. Up next we have a very fake Lakitu and Spiny. Spiny's pretty nice though. Nice and small. And then here's Lakitu. Peculiar shaped cloud, but whatever. Get your ass out. And yeah, he is legless under here. Then we have the All-Star Spiny, which is definitely a much needed upgrade. All-Star 29. Nice embroidered underside. Face. Very soft compared to a lot of these other ones. Size comparison to fake Spiny, and side-to-side comparison with Buzzy Beetle. Up next we have Cheep Cheep. I'm pretty sure this one is fake, and I'm pretty sure I read comments saying last time that this was fake, so I'm assuming it's fake. You got hella lips though. Up next we have Blooper. Relatively small. This one might also be fake, but I'm not really sure. It looks nice, so whatever. Up next we have Sane Porky Puffer. Now you want to talk about lips? Look at this goddamn thing. Holy sweet Jesus, mother of God. But yeah, this one is definitely nicer than a lot of the other ones here. Embroidered spots, good amount of spikes, embroidered fins, and yeah, the The enemy's annoying as fuck, but I like the plush. Up next, we have the Super Mario World set Rip Van Fish. Basically, if you're unfamiliar, if you know the Super Mario Bros. Wii and Wii U spiny cheeps that chase you around once you get close, this one is basically that, but it sleeps until you get close to it and then it chases you around. I don't think the Rip Van Fish has ever reappeared outside of that, but yeah, here he is. To complete the fishbowl, we have a very, very big custom cheap chomp, the one that go before it swallows you whole. This is probably the scariest fish in Super Mario Bros. Wii and Wii U. It doesn't matter if you have a fire flower or an acorn suit, this thing will swallow you whole and you die instantly. But yeah, very, very nice with the wings and the mohawk, I guess. Very nice plush. Got this one off Etsy, of course. I am aware that there's a new bootleg one going around, but that one is too small for my liking. And I'm pretty sure it's inaccurately colored, so whatever. Size comparison to Porky Puffer. Up next, we have the Bros. Here is Hammer Bro, complete with his hammer. Then we have Boomerang Bro, complete with his boomerang. And finally, we have Bomb Bro, complete with his bomb. I always really liked Bomb Bro. It's a shame that he's never appeared in any official Mario game. And yes, this is the bomb that I use with the Lava Zombie in my PvZ series.
Watch this.
What the f***? Kinda sorta forgot this Koopa earlier, but here is the Roller Koopa, specifically from Super Mario Wonder. An unlicensed plush, but very, very nice all around. Embroidered shell lining in the front too, of course. Nicely shaped head, good sized body. The roller blades probably could have been done better, but it's whatever. Overall, very nice for a fake. Go watch Mario's Wonder Trip if you want to see this kid wipe out. Up next here is an original Koopa, the ones that walk on 4 legs, before they evolved into the 2-footed monstrosities they are today. This is the small version of the plush. There is a much, much larger version. But yeah, very nice. Nice until his entire fucking shell came apart. But oh well. Up next here is Boo, manufactured by Global Holdings. This one was a gift from my cousin. And of course, he could throat like all the other Boos. Then we have this really weird long fake Boo that I got. Yet again, one of my first Mario plush, side by side to the normal Boo. Don't know how you fuck up that badly as a manufacturer, but whatever. Some of you may know him as the Noodles Boo. Along with him, I have a ridiculous amount of fake Boos. Firstly, I have these two. I don't even remember where the hell I got these. Fucking Venom looking ass. I don't know why his tongue is so goddamn long. Then I have this guy, which I originally got to be a sort of big Boo, but I ended up with this. Then I have this Scared Boo, which is unofficial, but I actually like this one, so I'm not going to call it a fake, despite it being one. And lastly, here is another what used to be a Boo Mario. And being the fake that it is, it completely fucking fell apart, and it turned into this ugly ass thing. But I do find it funny as hell, so it's included in the Boo section. If I ever were to use it as a video, it would just be a retarded Boo. And now that we're done with the cheap Boos, here is a Crane Game Boo, which to my surprise is official. Got the stereotypical cartoon Boo face. He kind of smells like Aussie Hands because that's what I had at the time. Then we have Super Mario 3D Land's Tanuki Boo. This one was my first one, and then later on I got this one as a gift from my cousin. Next, here's the last of the Super Mario Bros. DS set plushes. Here is Balloon Boo. Don't know why of all enemies this one got a plush, but nice, I guess. Fun fact, this plush I had lost for like 6 or 7 years, and then at some point in 2021 or 2020 or something like that, I found it on top of my refrigerator. I wish I could tell you how it got up there. I have no fucking clue. The last memory that I had of this Balloon Boo was throwing it down my stairs, but yeah, I found it. But I did think it was gone for good at one point, which was the reason that I have this Balloon Boo, which is my second one. It's definitely cleaner than this one. This Balloon Boo is also the reason I have the second official PD Piranha up there. To end the graveyard, we have the one and only Polter Pup. If you played Luigi's Mansion 3 only, you might be confused why he's here. He was an enemy in Luigi's Mansion 2. Not necessarily an enemy, more so of a nuisance, but you did have to suck him up a few times. I ended up getting this plush on Easter along with those baby Mario characters over there. I'm not sure how rare this plush is either. I've barely seen it online. Made by Sane. Wait, nope, I lied again. I have another Boo. This one is actually a custom of Bomb Boo from Super Mario Galaxy, specifically the Boulder Guys fight, and I'm pretty sure that's it. I don't think he has any other appearances. This took me about 2 weeks to make, following no sort of tutorial. I like this plush a lot. The only nitpick that I have with it is that I accidentally got a hot glue stain up here, but it's all good. He can do all the services a Boo can. I was originally gonna have a hole in his mouth and then have the tongue be really, really long, so I could have the tongue stretch out like the Boulder Guys fight where you whack him into Boulder Guys. I ended up bailing on it because I figured it'd be too hard to do, but here are the scraps from making the Bomb Boo. I do have an extra arm of his, which I redid because I ended up not liking the way it looked. I thought I had the rest of Bomb Boo's tongue around here because I ended up cutting it short, but I guess it's not here. Up next, we have Shy Guy, my original Shy Guy, the one that I used for years in one of my first ever plush, used all the way up until BFMI Season 2 Episode 10, to which point I switched out with this Shy Guy, the All-Star Shy Guy. Pretty sure I picked this one up at Nintendo New York. And with him, we have lard-ass fucking fat blubbery-tubbery fat piece of shit fucking dumbass bitch stupid fucking motherfucker, the Gordo Shy Guy. This is a fat as fuck Shy Guy that I'm pretty sure is actually official, but it came from a Crane game, so that's why it has these deformities. Like, look at how wide this thing is compared to the other two. His belt is also a shade of like dark brownish purple for some fucking reason. Not sure why that is. And lastly, for the Shy Guys, we have a spear guy from Mario Party 5, supposedly. I'm pretty sure this one's fake, though. Even if it is, there is no other spear guy plush, so I figured I'd get it. Looks pretty nice, too. Also from Super Mario Bros. 2, we have Ninji. This is an unofficial plush, made by the same assholes who made the 1000-Year Door characters and the Wonder characters. Nicely sized, good shape, high quality material. I'll never understand how the fuck he got into Mario Party Jamboree, but whatever. I also forgot to include Charge and Chuck, because he's always sitting in the back because he's very, very delicate. Again, part of the same Victor Kai Super Mario World set that the Rip Van Fish, Caped Koopa, and Goomba are from. But yeah, I like this plush a lot, actually. But that's probably just because there's no other Charge and Chuck plush. Plastic helmet, face protector's movable. These stickers are really worn out, but I mean, this plush is probably like 30 years old at this point, bro. I don't care. Up next here is Sane Pokey, complete with beanbags. On the contrary, here is my first Pokey. Yet again, one of my first ever Mario plush. Pretty sure this one is actually based off the Mario Galaxy Pokeys with these leads and shit. But alas, here he is. And I didn't even realize this, but Van Presto? At one point, I was tempted to turn this into a custom of Tower Power Pokey from Sticker Star, but nah. And then up next, here's the Ultra Red Super PlayStation Golden Limited Edition Monty Mole. The gag. I did it again. What are you gonna do about it? Do people still price this guy outrageously? Last I checked, he was worth over $100. Seriously, why is he worth a fortune? Somebody explain it to me. I don't get it. This plush came out the same time with Porky Puffer, Buzzy Beetle. A billion other plushes came out at the same time as this one. Why is this one rare? Was there really not as money made? I don't get it. Don't think I ever will. But here's Monty Mole. I actually main him in Mario Party Jamboree because I like how fucking fat he is. He's my main man. I've gotten numerous unfair wins with him. Oh yeah, here's another Monty Mole. Yet again from the Super Mario World Victor Kai set. I didn't even realize I had this many Victor Kai plush from the Super Mario World set, but yeah. This dude's got realistic whiskers too. It's kind of cool. Fuck out of here. Up next here is Snail, or Swirly Pod, I think. Maybe both of the names are correct, I don't know. Anyway, from Super Mario Wonder, again, here's Snail. Lazy named ass piece of shit. I said this in the previous Christmas haul. This character always reminded me of that shitty Leprechaun mobile ripoff of Mario. Those specific snails in there. One thing I'll never understand about this character is that he's one of the most common enemies in Super Mario Wonder. And that isn't saying much since most of them appear in like 1 or 2 levels and that's it. I swear, bro, Mario Wonder was a great game, but it needed more levels. I remember when the game was releasing, people were saying that it has, I think, the most levels out of any other Mario game, with Super Mario 3D World coming in second. And that had me really excited, because Super Mario 3D World was a really, really long game. All of the levels in 3D World were really long and well crafted, but, you know, that's not the same with Mario Wonder, so that's some snake oil shit. That's one of the few nitpicks that I have about Wonder. Up next, we have the Skedaddler. Don't know whose idea it was to put a Koopa shell on a squirrel, but here we are. Nice plush overall. Again, unofficial. Then we have the Blue Bird, B-L-E-W Bird, because he blows spike platforms and bubbles at you. Bird with a giant ass cork in its mouth. Out of all the unofficial Wonder plush, this one is definitely weaker than some of the others, but it's whatever. Up next, we have Wiggler.
Hey guys, it's me, Wiggler, and today we're gonna be racing on the Maple Treeway. This is gonna be Wigglerific. Wiggle my eagle, yeah.
Again, one of my first ever plush, and I'm pretty sure fake. It's whatever though, I'm too lazy to get another Wiggler plush. He's not that important of an enemy. Up next we have Condart. I think the only character in Mario's Wonder Trip to not have a line, mostly because he's caught stuck between 2 doors the entire time. But yeah, here he is. Up next we have Armad from the Sun-Baked Desert. Very, very horizontally long. I guess the devs kinda made him look like an armadillo, but not really. One of the less exciting enemies in Mario Wonder, yet again. Up next we have the Outmaway, quite possibly the best named thing ever in a Mario game. The Outmaway that kicks ice blocks at Mario. Just overall a funny ass enemy, and I love the enemy so much I made him kick the shit out of Snail in PvZ 35. You should go watch that, by the way. Even if you don't like PvZ, you'll enjoy it. Up next here is Spike. Says Sane on it, but I'm pretty sure that's a load of shit because this plush just doesn't seem official at all. I mean, tell me if it is in the comments, but it just seems fake as hell. I'd get another Spike plush, but again with the Wiggler, I don't give a fuck. And similarly with Ninja, I don't know how the hell he got into Mario Party 10. To contrast, here's the Fire Spike from the Super Mario Wonder unofficial set. Shell, nice embroidered feet. A few of these Wonder characters shouldn't have even had plush, especially not before characters like the Mama or the Fish Blimp or the Bullet Bill missile thing from one of the final levels, Missile Mike or Max or Maxwell or whatever the fuck. But I digress. Next up here is a Sane Thwomp pillow. Granted, nobody's buying this to lay on it, but yeah. Specifically the Thwomps from the 3D Mario games, the ones without the spikes. And here is the 2D Mario Thwomp, made by Club Mochi Mochi, I'm pretty sure. Yep, there it is. Overall, very nice. I definitely like this one more than the Sane one. Up next, we have Dry Bones, my original Dry Bones. Is this specific Dry Bones rare in any way? I mean, I'm pretty sure it's fake, but I only ever see the big version of this Dry Bones everywhere, so I don't really know. And this bone came from Build-A-Bear Workshop. It didn't come with the plush. Only reason it's here is because it was his main weapon in Tross 3. Wait a minute. With him, we have Dryer Bones, or just another Dry Bones. This one is actually Typing Man's. Pretty sure made by the same people, but this one's head is just kind of weirdly proportionate. It's rounder than this one, and its gloves and shoes are differently colored, and it's a little bit shorter, so yeah, I don't know. Then we have the Sane Dry Bones, or Jojo the Dry Bones, some of you may know him as. Getting a fight scene all dedicated to him in Tross 4. Fun fact, that fight scene wasn't actually planned to be in the movie. That was kind of a last minute thing. Then we have Parabones from 3D World, Dryer Parabones, also Parabones from 3D World, Dry Brute, the big version of this Dry Bones that I was talking about, and Parabrute. I don't think I've actually seen this one online. I don't know if it's rare or not. I can't stress enough how nice it was to see the end product of these guys brutally murdering people in Tross 4. Did that make you want to watch it? Yeah, I know it did. Up next, we have Bullet Bill, yet again one of my first ever Mario plush, and Fake. However, I do have the official Sane Banzai Bill. Wait, no, not Sane, World of Nintendo. But yeah, this was an attempt at getting the big one, actually. But I did actually end up getting the big one, aka the nuke that Skeletor fired off in Tross 3, made by Sane. Next up, I have two Chain Chomps that came with the Scared Boo that's hanging out way over there. Oddly enough about these plush, they have zippers that let them open. There's nothing inside here, and I don't know why this is even a feature, but it is. Again, with the Boo, these two are fake, but whatever, they look the part. And then we have 4 more other fake Chain Chomps. All of my Chain Chomps are fake. These ones I do actually like better though, because they got the realistic chains on them. This was actually my first and oldest Chain Chomp, this blue one here. Following that, I got this one, which the chain ripped off. Then I got this one, which is way cleaner. And then this red Chomp I actually got from my cousin. Up next, we have the Shova, Asian ass motherfucker. Always satisfying to crush these guys between 2 pipes. Pretty interesting how he has each individual finger separated. I'll never understand why they left his gums hanging out like that though. That shit is kind of disturbing. Up next, we have the Bull Rush, yet another Asian Mario enemy. I definitely like the Bull Rush more than a lot of the other Wonder characters. He's just cool looking to me, I don't know why. As cool as a bull can get when he's sky blue and wearing yoga pants. To complete the Wonder enemies, we have the Hoppo. Fat, wheezy motherfucker getting suffocated by his own flab, the Hoppo himself. Fun fact, I actually voice Hoppo's wheezes. But yeah, definitely one of my favorite Mario Wonder enemies. Nicely sized too. They did a really good job on a lot of these Wonder plush. Next up is Babam, a fake one of that. And then here we have the official Sane Babam. Pretty sure this one was a birthday gift a long time ago, but who knows. Next up is Fuzzy. This is my original Fuzzy, an old Sane plush. Then here's my second Fuzzy, which is probably a newer release, seeing as this one has beanbags and this one doesn't. And last but not least, here's another Fuzzy, which is probably fake, but this one is just too fucking funny, bro. You can't not love it. This is my rule with fakes. If they look funny as fuck, they're passable. And to basically close out the Foot Soldier section, we have the Mecha Koopa, the Sane Mecha Koopa, typically appearing on the airship levels, aka the best Mario themed levels. But yeah, even for old Sane, they went all out with this plush. I glazed it a lot last time, but still, the Bowser bracelet used as a shell outline, the screws in its jaw and legs that pop out, the amount of different felt pieces all around. It's just overall a really cool plush. How much you want to bet Mecha Koopa is going to appear as a character in the next Mario Party game? Alright viewers, now we're getting into boss territory / custom enemies that didn't really fit in anywhere else. Firstly, here is Birdo from Super Mario Bros. 2. I'll never understand why a select few Super Mario Bros. 2 characters got popular and the rest of them were left in the dust, like Shy Guy, Ninja, and Birdo. Never cease to not confuse me, but is Birdo a man? I'm still confused about that. Next we have Wario, the iconic Wario plush, appearing in Goomzilla, Luigi Fan, just everywhere. I've heard people say that this Wario plush is fake, and if that's true, then I really don't understand how, because like, this is the Wario plush, everybody knows this Wario plush, and you can't have Wario without Waluigi himself. And I really don't care what anybody says. Why do y'all want Waluigi in Smash so fucking bad? He's not even interesting in any way. He was created in the sports games. What would they even base his moveset out of? Hitting people with tennis balls or some shit? I don't understand where his moveset would even be derived from, but yeah, here's Waluigi. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Next up here is Baby Wario and Baby Waluigi. Cat, I told you, you can't go up there. No, you can't go up there. Gonna knock everything over. But yeah, here's Baby Wario and Baby Waluigi, and you saw them in the background just then. Here are the bunch of fucking fakes that I have. These baby fakes used to be literally everywhere. I'm so glad I haven't seen them in a while. And if y'all want to see Baby Waluigi get shotgun blasted in the face, go watch this video. Up next we have DK, my original DK. Following him we have Diddy Kong, which I know was never really a boss, but whatever, go fuck yourself. And then Crane Game DK, which a bunch of you told me was real last time, which I called fake. And yet another Crane Game DK. I don't really understand how these DKs are real because they look pale as fuck compared to what they're supposed to look like, but whatever. Albino ass DK. And if you remember I said I will tell you where this Mario head came from in the item section. Here we have Zombie Mario. I made this as a custom a long time ago using a Crane Game Mario and then a zombie head and then that Mario face that's left over. So I thought I'd include a it towards the end of the video here. I did include this in my PVZ plush collection video last time, and I kind of should have included it here too, but I forgot. Up next, we have Sane, Boom Boom, and Pom Pom. Pretty nice plush all around. Pretty annoying that Boom Boom was the boss of every tower in Mario Bros. U, but it's whatever. It was definitely nice to see him get buffed in 3D Land and 3D World where he started turning invisible and shit. Pom Pom, though, was introduced in Mario 3D Land. And again, this is one of those what the fuck characters in Mario Party. She's in Super Mario Party for the Switch and not Boom Boom. I don't know why the fuck that is. Boom Boom has still yet to appear in a Mario Party game, and Pom Pom has. Up next, we have Lemmy and Larry, which were my first two Koopalings. And I'm glad to have this version of Lemmy because I don't really like the derpy-eyed Lemmys that much. Got these plushes way back when in like 2014 or some shit like that. They've held up decently since then, I guess, and these are some of my favorite plush of all time because back then me and my friends used to play with the Koopalings all the time. Following Lemmy, we have Lemmy, which is a Lemmy that I got at a later date, complete with his wand. And I have two other fake Larrys, which I ended up cutting up for reasons that I don't feel like explaining. But yeah, these fakes are ugly as fuck, holy shit. Up next here is Iggy Koopa, shell, hair, broccoli ass bitch. Then we got Wendy O Koopa.
Tell my daddy on you!
Don't forget to tell him about this!
Then we got my original Roy, my original Ludwig, and my original Morton. But looking back, I did not realize how fucked up some of these plushes got. Holy shit. Again, the Koopalings were the stuff that me and my friends used to use the most, so that's just how they're this fucking beat up. Morton held up okay. The only thing really missing is his wand. And actually, the bracelet on his right arm ended up going missing, which I replaced with Roy's. But as stated in the past, I did get replacements for all three of them. I ended up shit-canning this Ludwig. I ended up shit-canning this Roy. But I said last time that I probably won't use the Morton because it's just kind of derpy looking compared to this Morton, and that's not really Morton's character in my show. So this Morton did end up staying as is. I always found it so funny how everybody bitched about the Koopalings, but now that there's no bosses in Mario Wonder, everybody wants them back. Up next, we got Bowser Jr. My original Bowser Jr., which is all nice and fat-headed and gross, and it's got like brown spikes, and it's just weird. That's typically how these fakes are, but I did end up getting a new Bowser Jr. I do remember back then when I was a kid, I thought I had the rare Jr. that was priced at like $1 million, but nope. But oh well, this Bowser Jr. works. Up next, we got two fake paintbrush Bowser Jr.'s from Super Mario Sunshine. This one was my first one, and this one was my second. Interestingly enough, these paintbrushes have actual metal rods in them, which I really like. Some of the stuff these fake manufacturers put out is cool, I must say. Up next, we have Wonder Bowser Jr., or Dark Bowser Jr. I don't really know the name of him, actually. One of my newer plush, nicely articulated shell. Yet again, the same unlicensed company that made all the Wonder stuff. And you can't have my set of juniors without Skeletor himself. For those who don't know, this is the main antagonist of a movie I put out after a bunch of lore in the PVZ series. But in actuality, this is just Dry Bowser Jr. Here's Proto Dry Bowser Jr. Here's his bib. I just turned it around for the sake of it being an original character. Here's the hole in Skeletor's side that I used as an excuse to delay Trials 3 and 4. But yeah, here's Skeletor. Again, if you want to see some kick-ass fight scenes... Go watch Trials 4. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. You can't have Bowser Jr. without his clown car. This is a 3D printed clown car that I bought off Etsy. If you could see the 3D plastic shine. Perfectly fit for Bowser Jr. and all the other Koopalings. Its propeller even spins. For years, I've looked for a clown car like this for Jr. to fit inside of, and I finally found one. Here's what it looks like without Jr. inside of it. Nice and spacious in here, and yeah, it's perfect. Here is Sane Nabbit and Sane Kamek. I know Nabbit's not really a boss, but whatever, he's cool enough to be in this section. And Kamek, you'll notice, doesn't have his wand. It's somewhere in my place. I'll find it eventually. And here is the iconic Bowser. It doesn't matter what channel you watch that does Mario plushes, they're always gonna have this Bowser. This is the iconic Bowser. It's either gonna be this one or the Mario Party 5 Bowser that's getting used. Unfortunately, the Mario Party 5 Bowser is too rare for me to find, so I have to settle with the one that's looking at the moon. But it's all good. I've grown attached to this Bowser, and I know plenty of people have too. Here is another Bowser, which arguably looks better, but I prefer this Bowser. I've grown too attached to it. By the way, the company that's responsible for this Bowser is responsible for numerous other Bowser plushes, as well as the Mario 1000-Year Door plushes, the Wonder plushes, and a few others. Here's one of those other Bowsers in Dry Bowser. In my show, instead of this being Dry Bowser, this is actually Skeletor's brother. He kinda does some ass kicking in the movie, you should see it. I'll put up a small snippet right now. Following Dry Bowser, we have Dark Bowser from Mario & Luigi Bowser's Inside Story. I like this plush a lot, actually. I'm not really sure why they made it. I didn't really think Bowser's Inside Story was that popular, but hey, they made it. Yet again by the same Bowser company, here is King Koopa Bowser from Super Mario World. Overall, just so cool, bro. When I saw this plush, I instantly knew I had to get it. I love the Super Mario World and Mario Bros. 3 shows that were like 20 years old when I was like 5. So when I saw this, I knew I had to get it. Up next here is Fury Bowser from Bowser's Fury on the Nintendo Switch port of Super Mario 3D 3D World. Definitely one of their highest effort ports of all time, especially compared to ports like Super Mario Bros. U. God, I'm still mad that Peachette is even a thing. You can imagine my anger when I saw that Peachette was in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe as a DLC character. But yeah, Fury Bowser as a whole is really nice, and nobody can deny his kick-ass theme. Even the Mario movie knew they had to use that shit. Lastly, to complete the Bowsers, here is Cat Bowser, aka Meowser. It looks kind of derpy in the promotional images on eBay, but it's actually really nice. They actually used the fur material to make Meowser, which I really like. Plus, he's only one of the best final battles in any 3D Mario game. I mean, climbing that tower as an entire Cat Bowser army tried to kill you, it was just so fucking sick, especially with the epic music towards the end when all the Bowsers came together. But yeah, I mean, it's one of my favorite games of all time. I had to get it. Up next, here is a custom of Wacka using the Goomzilla plush tutorial. I loved Wacka in Mario's Quest, so naturally I made this plush. I know he's a passive creature, so he kind of should have been on that side, but you do get in a fight with him if you fuck with him too much. And here's what it looks like without the dirt. But yeah, the Blue Diglett himself. Up next, here's a custom crochet Pokio from Super Mario Odyssey. Pretty nice. Got this one off Etsy, and hat is removable. One of my favorite capture targets in the game. Up next, we have a custom of Cataquack from Super Mario Sunshine. Probably one of the most iconic enemies from that game, and he is pretty goddamn big. It's cool though. He looks great in my eyes. Up next, we have a custom plush of Conkedor from Super Mario 3D World. From the desert levels, this giant ostrich thing with a turtle shell on his back. I thought it was a cool enough enemy to buy a plush of. Got it off Etsy once more. But yeah, in the game, he will slam his beak down and try to hit you, and the seller was able to replicate that by making his neck bendable. God damn it, I killed him again. Oh yeah, and another cool detail that the seller added for literally no reason whatsoever: eyes. Up next, we have King K. Rool, made from a Disney plush inspired by Mr. Gojira 95's design. This King K. Rool is pretty iconic, seeing as Luigi Fan recreated it and numerous other YouTubers also did. But yeah, here he is. Felt bracelets, felt crown, felt cape, under the cape. And yeah, the Disney plush also came with this trumpet thing, which I decided to keep. However, as of recently, the same company who made all these Bowsers made a new King K. Rool plush, which is just super fucking nice. I mean, they gave him the gold-plated stomach, the bands, bro, the cape, the crown, the pink eye. By far the coolest thing about this plush, though, is that if you look at his actual felt, or not felt, whatever material, it's actually fucking scaly. They somehow got a scaly pattern on him, and you can actually feel it. Easily one of the most high-quality Mario plush I've ever got. Up next is Dragular, not a Mario character, but yet another Mr. Gojira 95 character that everybody stole like Luigi Fan. But he was just a cool character from that show, and he was always in the Baby Mario videos, so that's why he's here. Up next, we have a custom-made Gobber from Luigi's Mansion 2, made with the same method that was used to make the Power Stars over there. Also from Luigi's Mansion 2, here is King Boo, specifically the Dark Moon variant, where he actually has a different look than just a Boo with a crown on it. You got the purple color scheme, you got the moon shard in his crown. This custom is made by the same people who made the Cataquack, the Conkedor, the Cheap Chomp, the Geno over there, the Egad. They overall make really good customs. Alright, we're basically just about done here. Y'all probably know what the next plush is. The Master of Dimensions, the Pleaser of Crowds. You know him, you love him. Here is Dementio from Super Paper Mario, the secret final boss of the game, after he steals Complex powers and tries to end the entire world with a vortex, so that he could create a perfect new one. He's just generally one of the coolest Mario characters to ever exist. I'm pretty sure Dementio is the only Mario villain to ever actually kill Mario. That's right, he literally does kill him and send him to the underworld in Super Paper Mario. Yet again made by the same Etsy sellers, the King Boo, Cataquack, Egad, Geno, you know the rest. There actually is a Mimi, O-Chunks, Count Blake, and a bunch of other Super Paper Mario characters, those plushes, but I don't know, some of them are way too expensive. Also, by the way, that I lied, that wasn't my last plush. If I even said that, I forgot if I did or not. The final plush I have to offer you all is the Green Thunder himself, Mr. L. One of the main recurring bosses in Super Paper Mario, appearing time and time again throughout the game. They seem to have used paint marker to cover up all Luigi's natural colors. Got some felt to replace the L. But yeah, here's one of the most popular Mario characters of all time, Mr. L. I still can't believe you fight this motherfucker in space, which is World 4 for some reason. Holy shit, bro. Super Paper Mario as a game was just all over the place, and I loved it. Luigi's one and only alter ego. But yeah, with that, my Mario plush collection for 2025 is finally concluded. I've been collecting these plushes for like a decade at this point, and I really never collected them because I thought I could resell them at a later date, or for the sake of just having them just to have them. As a kid, Mario was my all-time favorite thing in the world, so therefore I started buying these plushes. And then as I watched creators like SML and Epic Mario Bros and Mr. Gojira and Luigi fans start to rise up, collecting these Mario plush became more and more fun, and it's been super thrilling to be a part of this community for such a long time, even if I never really consistently uploaded. Alas, I'm happy about my Mario plush collection. Thank all of you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Have a great rest of your day. I don't even know or understand how I was able to... My God.